My last question to you, Richard, is what is on your radar now as we sit here, like I said, 5 months about after October 7th, that you want to remind our viewers that you want to put on our radar?
Yeah, I think number one, remember none of this happens in silos or vacuums. So it's not that there's a war going on in Gaza. Oh, and there's something happening in Lebanon. Oh, and there might be something that happens in the West Bank or Jerusalem. Oh, and there's this thing going on in Yemen from Houthis firing missiles into the Red Sea. And oh, there's militias in Iraq and Syria. Oh, and then there's this nuclear program in Iran that we're also worried about. All of this is connected. All of these regional actors are proxies, are subsidiaries of the Islamic Republic of Iran. This is Iran's weapon of mass distraction as it is racing forward in pursuit of its weapon of mass destruction. Next week, we will see the International Atomic Energy Agency meet in Vienna to discuss Iran's nuclear program. Just as we have learned that they have expanded their nuclear stockpile even more, added one more bomb they could make in a very short amount of time based on the stockpile that they have if they further enrich uranium to weapons grade and build a bomb. This is what should be really keeping us up at night, understanding all of these fires being set are not an escalation out of Gaza. You're not worried about Israel doing something that could cause escalation in another part of the Middle East. It's not that a ceasefire in Gaza will actually make any of these threats go away or be lessened. We have to understand all the threats stem from the Islamic Republic of Iran and Tehran, and we have to keep our eyes very focused on what Iran is doing, not just in the region, but in its nuclear program as well.
If Iran is the connecting thread to all of these events, what is their ultimate goal then?
Well, their ultimate goal is regional domination, hegemony, and the export of the Islamic Revolution, not just in the Middle East, but around the globe. That is the overriding thesis of the Islamic Republic of Iran since 1979. And so when we see terrorist plots not in the Middle East, terrorist plots even on our own soil, trying to assassinate U.S. officials, kidnap Americans, we see Hezbollah operating in South America, in Europe, in Africa, elsewhere, of course, in North America as well, we should assume, with a very open border and Hezbollah operating in concert with the Mexican cartels. Iran has built an apparatus of terrorism, not just in the Middle East, but across the globe. And they are building weapons of mass destruction to be able to project power and deter the United States from any action to stop them from continuing this aggression. So we have to understand that's their doctrine, that's what they're up against, that's what they're focused on, it's their MO. And we should have a policy that confronts that. One more thing I'll let everyone know: in about 2 weeks, the Biden administration has to make a decision. Will they continue sanctions relief for Iran? There is a waiver the president has issued that comes due for renewal or expiration. It allows Iran to transact money sitting in accounts of at least $10 billion. It's already tapping it right now. We have confirmations from the Treasury Department. Will the Biden administration freeze that money, try to dry up resources for the regime? Will they renew the waiver and keep the money flowing to Tehran even while all these fires continue and the nuclear program races forward?